Hi folks, Nancy Hall here. I'd like to show you my studio and how I paint. So my son's built me this studio. So if you want to look around, it's my art apparatus. And over there is where my paints are. I have a variety of watercolor, acrylic, all kinds of supplies to do my wonderful artwork. And then the ceiling is my favorite part. I love it. I have some skylights and I have windows all over. It's a north facing room, so I have some beautiful natural lighting, including all my plants. So as a mouth painter, you will see my art apparatus. My niece Candace Ronaldo invented it. We did it kind of together. It's all magnetized. So everything that I paint with is magnetized. So if I want a watercolor, I put up the watercolors, it has magnets on the back, and then I just pop them right up here when I want a watercolor. Of course, these are just my watercolors that I use to sketch with, and then I have some good ones. And then when I want to acrylic paint, I put up my acrylic palette. I use a wet palette to keep my paints wet. And I just made a fresh palette because I just started this painting yesterday. It is one of my sunflowers from my yard. And I took it with my, that's the color of my living room, that beautiful blue. That's the one day of painting. So, and then when I go to paint, I'm just gonna pull right up here, and my girlfriend's gonna put paintbrush right in my mouth. And I go right up real close, and I have this wonderful chair that allows me to go up. So I go high, like this. Now, and I got this little cup right here with my napkin. It's quite amazing. And I'm just gonna dip it in my right color. And then I just start to paint like this. As you can see, I'm quite close. And when I have to do real fine work, I like to mix. Some people ask me, do I mix on the palette? Sometimes I mix on the palette, and sometimes I mix right on the actual painting itself. So I get real close, and sometimes when I have to do real intricate work, I have to use a very tiny paintbrush. And I mean, we're talking, folks, I have to get so close that I myself am going to see cross-eyed. Now, this painting, like I said, I just started it yesterday. So by the time I'm done with it, I am hoping that it will look pretty much like the picture that I took. I love my sunflowers. I grew them right from seed. And so, and I just layer after layer after layer after layer after layer. I will do this until I get it just right. So it's quite an amazing thing. And then over here, I have these little slots so that if I'm all done, you want to turn that for me? And I want another paintbrush, I can push it right in there, and then I can back up or come back and do it again if it's watercolor. It's quite an amazing thing. It has really freed me up to paint independently and also use a variety of mediums. So I can use a watercolor, I can use acrylic, I can use different kinds of watercolor. I put right there on the lower thing, and thank God for my chair. It goes up if I have to reach it high. As you always notice, I don't use really large palettes because I have limited neck movement, so I can't really do super big ones yet. Unless I invent something that does like can twirl or something, I've yet to figure it out. But that's okay. I'm sticking to smaller paintings. I like detail, and I hope that this was informative and you guys have a great day. Thanks.